Just before we get into the podcast, I'm going to ask you to do me a favour and hit subscribe. Why am I asking you to hit subscribe? Well, it's because more people like you will get to hear the content and they will then be able to build their coaching business just like you. It's nice to be nice, isn't it? Thanks for listening and subscribing.
An unusual Crap to Kick-Ass coach podcast today because Tammy, my business partner in the US, and I are just going to have a straightforward conversation about what it's like to be in business coaching, the highs, the lows, what it's like to bring other coaches on board, and what we've learned and lessons that we can share with you. So sit down, grab a cup of tea, and let's go. Tammy, how are you?
Hello, Rebecca. And they may need more than tea. I don't know.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we could. What have you been up to today?
Today I have my, ungodly run. You got that special hour and ready
Every
to
day.
go. Yeah. A couple newsletters, banged it out. Check to see LinkedIn. You know the drill.
Yeah, I do.
I do.
So for everybody out there, Tammy gets up. What time do you get up every day?
3:30 a.m. Isn't that great?
No, it's insane.
Absolutely
insane. And then you go for a run.
That's right. And then I come back and sometimes I have, because you guys, about 5 a.m., it's 10 a.m. So everybody up there is, up and going. So I actually have meetings at 5 a.m. from, the UK connection. So all kinds of fun. It's all right. It's all good. It's a little chilly out nowadays, but that's all right. How was your day? What did you do today, Rebecca? Did you go to yoga?
Tuesday. No, Tuesday's not a yoga day. I've been writing posts for LinkedIn.
Okay. Yeah.
And something I want to share with the audience is we use Basecamp as a team, don't we?
We do. Ooh, you're giving them secrets? What?
I know. I don't know. I normally talk about how other people work. I never normally talk about how we work. But there's Alison in northern Spain, there's you in South Carolina, and there's me in Edinburgh. So the only sensible way to get stuff done is stick it on Basecamp. And we've been using it, for about 3 years now, 4 years?
Yeah, we actually have. And I kind of carried it over into my personal life too. Nobody had heard of it over here. So funny story there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it works well.
Yeah, it does. So we stick all our social media posts on there with a schedule, which means Tammy picks them up in the States, posts them when you're ready. Alison picks them up. She puts them across other platforms and on our Tricres company page on LinkedIn. And that's how we operate. And we have an OKR system, organizational key results. And we used to meet every 2 weeks, didn't we? But it's now monthly.
It's monthly because I think that we actually kind of have a clear plan. Like I said, as we mentioned, we actually had one yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
So it's exciting to see kind of the growth of Tricres and where it is now. And it's almost like that, you're on that wheel where you know what's going, and now we're just kind of expanding out. So it's a good place to be.
Yeah, it is. You know how many
once
coaches
a month is needed?
Yeah, it is. Do you know how many coaches we've got on board this year so far? Because we've got our last intake session next week.
Don't we have 110?
Overall, we have over 130, but this year we took on 26.
And we've got a couple more coming on, don't we?
Yeah, we've got 2 more in January, and we've got another session next week. So we had 4 qualify, which is great.
I love that. We had 1 qualify. Was it Phil? He qualified within, wasn't it like 2 or 3 weeks?
It was crazy.
Insane. I think that was the only person we've had to do it that quick.
Yeah.
I was a little jealous. I don't even think I did it that quick.
No, you didn't. Even you, Tammy, didn't do it that quick.
I know. Congratulations, Phil.
Yeah, I know. He did good. We did a get together in Edinburgh, which was fabulous.
Yes, I love that Enrique and Colleen were able to come over there. You even had the LinkedIn expert. It looks like he came too. Is that right?
Yeah, Ashley. Yeah, he came up from Devon.
Yeah. So very exciting. Yeah.
I know. And we got our first coach in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, that's right. We also had our first Pay It Forward, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Barry Tate and Trinidad and
Yeah,
Tobago.
yeah.
Yeah, we did. We-
Brilliant mind. Very, very brilliant.
Yeah.
So, yeah, lots of tough stuff going on this year.
Yeah, we published a book. Well, I published a book.
You published a book.
Published
Actually, was it two? Was it two? No, last year. You'd published
last year
yeah.
was one in December, and then this year came out in March or April, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, jealous because you got quickly published. Very jealous.
Well, it's a business book, Tammy, so it's a bit easier.
You
Honestly.
think? You
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I do. So fiction, because I know you write fiction.
Well, actually mine's are kids books, and then there is some nonfiction, but still I find the process, a little bit, it's kind of tough to nail. So congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. What's the biggest lesson this year, Tammy?
I think the biggest lesson for me in general, or for Tricres?
For you, and then Tricres.
Okay. Be open to, I wouldn't say the pivots, but I'm pretty much, rule of thumb is, I do find failure as an extreme tool for success.
Yeah.
So I think the challenges, and I wouldn't say there was any failures, but the challenges over the last year or year and a half, I think I see them coming into fruition. I see where we were. I see personally where I was, and I have to attribute now, before I came to Tricres, I literally was behind the scenes on everything. I refused to be upfront and doing podcasts or anything like that. So I will say, jumping on board at Tricres and doing our events, this would be third year now, I think. It's been huge for me. It's been huge for me on the online world. It's been huge for me for what I've been able to do and what I feel comfortable now doing. So I think it's being open to transitions, accepting the transitions, not feeling that any of it is a failure. It's just growth. And, my, desperate need to stay behind the scenes was completely diminished or, significantly altered by Tricres. And, you being patient with me, because I don't know if I would have had me on some of those meetings in the very beginning, to be honest, Rebecca. I don't know if I would have had myself on those.
That's hilarious.
So that's why I said, I think the extensive growth, I think the extensive connections, I think where we are headed, I think the fact that, Tricrest is a pretty powerful brand.
Yeah, it is.
So I think where we were, our plans to get there, the ups and downs, and the consistency of just continuing, being able to adjust, adapt, and move forward, for me has been the game changer, both personally and business-wise.
Yeah, to watch you blossom has been a joy and delight. And as you say, you just did not want to appear on screen at all, or anything ever.
And it's horrible because you're so in tune with it and so comfortable with it. So there's a clear, I'm sure if we went back and looked at those videos,
let's not.
We might win some money on Americans' Most Funniest.
I love the fact that you just went, do you know what? I hate it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And you said, look, this is so far out my comfort zone, but I'm going to do it anyway. And that I really admire that in you. I think that's huge.
Yeah, but to be honest, it was definitely you having the patience, because I don't think many people would have been as patient. I don't know if I would have been as patient as you were.
Okay. Okay. I knew it was there in you. I totally knew it was there in you, because you have such a warm personality, vibrant personality. Aww. And it was such a waste to be not seen or heard. It was like, whoa.
No, I think, I think it is a tough thing. And you were just so comfortable and at ease with it. And it was kind of, yeah, no problem. I'll get there. 3, 4. Okay, I'm there.
Yeah.
You
really took a while.
No, I think it was your grace, your understanding. Like I said, your willingness to be open and accepting. And to be honest, there was a bunch of stuff that, I kind of threw at you that,
Mm-hmm.
I think, some of these things may help us. And you were really up for it.
Yeah.
You really, there wasn't really anything you weren't up for,
No.
like saying, hey, I think we need a book that will go. I mean, you just kind of did these things.
Yeah.
So rather quickly, again, a little bit jealous, but hey.
You're right. I do write fast. I
You
do.
do. Well, and I'm excited to see that you're writing additional books. That's really cool. I think that's really, really cool.
Fiction.
Yeah, I think that's cool though. And you had one also buried that you pulled out?
Yeah, the 12 Days of Christmas that I decided to tell the LinkedIn community about and stop pretending that I hadn't written it.
Yeah, which I think is
Yeah.
fabulous. I think
Yeah.
it's and I think Substack's a great place for that, which I think you're even there too.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of again dipped my toe in the water in Substack probably 4 or 5 years ago and then panicked and went, oh no, I can't be a writer and run a business.
Oh, okay. I think both of those two kind of work together actually.
I think so. And do you know what's really interesting, Tammy? The number of our coaches who've come out of the woodwork who have written stuff. So you've written kids' books, Tamsin has written kids' books, Sally has written a kids' book, Raj has written so many books I've lost track. Um,
Right.
and it's like there's something about coaching and writing that seems to go hand in hand.
I 100% agree. I think you're
Yeah.
just more talented at that than I am for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what you've got coming next with those books, because I think
It's
that's fabulous.
it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
Dark. Dark. I tried writing something nice and I just reread it and went, no, I don't want to write that.
I need something nice. So what do you think? What is your experience with Tricres in last year? What is your takeaway from the last year?
My takeaway is to take the pressure off myself, to actually appreciate what we've been able to build together and look at it and go, bloody hell, we had nothing. We've had no investment from multimillionaires or
Yeah.
VCs or anything like that. I've had your support, financial and moral and physical and all the rest of it, professional support. And we've done it ourselves out
We
of
have.
nothing. And we've got
Absolutely.
this community that's
That's
amazing.
really attributed to you. And then I just came on board. But that is really a testament to what you created. You actually had the foundation, you had the creation, you have everything there. That is just magnificent. That's why I joined. So it was really just taking that and growing from there. So that was really your magic before I even came around. So that Tricres program, as you know, I stumbled upon you because I wasn't finding what I wanted in the US.
Mm,
So to have that little sign behind you that says Rebel and dig into what was actually there, I was in.
yeah. Oh, thank you. And yeah, the number of times I've messaged you and gone, what do you think? Or we've picked up the call or picked up on Zoom. What do you think of this? What should we do that? So yeah, you've helped shape. Yeah, I started it, but you've helped shaped it and guide it, which is brilliant. And I will be forever
Um,
grateful for that.
Same thing here. I'm forever grateful to be a part. And our coaches are amazing.
Yeah,
We're so blessed to have these coaches. I mean,
yeah.
just amazing people.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. It's
Absolutely.
a real privilege, isn't it?
It
Because most
really
of them,
is.
Tammy, let's face it, have much better CVs than we do.
I I know. And it's really, for them to see us as mentors and guides,
Yeah.
that is another, huge pleasure. So I
Yeah.
just think we have the most, people that want to be involved in actually changing people's life, the most
Yeah.
coaches that want to be involved in changing the life of a business, of, whoever they come in contact with. So it's a true passion. I have not seen any coach we have that hasn't had a true passion. So
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for that. And I think it is because of the community we are, of who we represent, who we are. Because even if you come to one of our events, I mean, we kind of lay it out. You lay it out
Yeah.
very clearly that what you see is what you get. And if
Yeah.
you're not comfortable with it, yeah, it's probably not for you.
Yeah.
And
100%.
100%. And that's actually how kind of business I feel should go. That, it should be, you should have an element of fun, growth, excitement, passion. If you don't have that, I think it's really hard to grow a business.
Well, you and I would get bored apart from anything else. We've got to be having fun while we're doing it. Otherwise, what is the point?
What is the point? And what is the point? And like I said, and having that purpose, you know, on top of it, just makes your fun so much more. It's such like a warm blanket you want to be wrapped up in because you're doing your passion, you're doing your purpose, and you're touching these lives. And these people are so grateful. And in
Yeah.
turn, like I said, I feel blessed and grateful myself just to be a part of their world.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree. It's lovely. And the backgrounds they come from, like the military, the police,
Oh gosh.
education, manufacturing, marketing, HR, finance. I mean, it just all kinds of weird and wonderful backgrounds and careers to
And
find their way to us is quite
absolutely.
incredible.
And some of them, like I said, their titles have been massive. I'm not going to
Yeah,
blow anybody out by telling anybody, but these are people who have had their own businesses,
yeah,
who had their own high level businesses that trusted us to come to us. So,
yeah, yeah.
and still remain faithful to our supercharges, to our
I
events.
know.
So it's a great place to be. And it was kind
Yeah,
of funny after we met yesterday. I was like, you know what? We really are exactly where we wanted to be.
yeah,
It's the next level of growth, but
yeah.
like you said, to know where we had started, to know where we were coming, and to know kind of what we juggled was, you know, it was a journey. Yeah, it was a journey.
Do you think next year, because I really, you know me, I like focusing on quality rather than quantity. And we were talking about this a little bit yesterday. I'd really like to see us in more countries. So we got our first Canadian, didn't we, this month, which
We
was
did.
great.
Allison was very excited from
Yeah,
Canada. So
'cause
she was
she's Canadian, yeah, although she lives in Spain. And I would like to see more people from different parts of the world.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
We have quite a few now. Is there any place specific that you mentioned that you were thinking of? Because we always kind of talk about different targets. And like I said, there are certain spots in the US that I know need this. And we do target them.
Yeah, okay,
You know,
good.
Charlotte area, and that's of course one of my favorite places to be. Charlotte, which is up and coming, and well, it's been up and coming, but it is, the growth is just
Yeah,
continuing. It's
yeah,
really a great place to be. And then the East and the West Coast,
yeah,
California, we have quite a bit of buzz over
yeah,
there,
we do.
and so. Those are kind of the places I love looking into and expanding out. But how about you?
Yeah, I'd like somebody in South America, South or Central America,
Uh,
definitely, to
okay.
build into the Spanish and
Yep.
Portuguese speaking world, particularly the Spanish speaking world, I think, because that's so huge. And I'd like somebody further uh, east from where I am in the UK. So out towards, we've got Saudi, maybe more in the Middle East, and then maybe into India. We did have somebody years ago in India, but he's gone off to do other things. He did qualify, but he's doing other things now. And maybe into the Philippines, Thailand, places like that. I'd really like to spread eastwards. We've got Europe, we've got, Austria, Belgium, Switzerland, places like that. But yeah, further afield. I've got a call with somebody from Costa Rica this
Ah,
week.
love it. Love it, love it, love it.
And that's the other thing. She was on a call, an intake call like a year ago, and she's come back to, she said, I'm now ready to join you. And we've got a few of those, which is great. Another guy is joining us in January, Peter. He was a year ago and he's like, all right, I'm now ready. I've realized I need you because he's been
Right.
doing his ICF and he's like, yeah, this is great, but I need the other stuff.
Right.
So,
And that's the
yeah,
thing. And that's what we're
yeah,
very clear to say. These are great programs,
yeah,
certainly are great, but in order to implement them, I think that's really where we come in.
yeah, 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 definitely. So, how are you spending Christmas with the family, Tammy?
Oh, I'm pretty low key when it comes to holidays, only because
Right.
my kids return. So I try not to go anywhere. So the days of, making that one holiday the event to travel to and everything
Mm,
else are kind of, as they get older, it diminishes. I'm sure you know.
yeah.
how
They
that
just want the cash.
they just want the cash. They just want to come and have mom do the laundry. They just want to be fed and do their
Yeah.
own thing. So I'm pretty okay with that now. And as you know, in the process of building a house,
So
so
exciting.
and pull up those boot strings and just keep everything as tight as possible. Who knows? What about you now?
What do? We've got the whole family over. We've invited some waifs and strays. Charlie, my son, knows some people who didn't have anywhere to go on Christmas Day, people he works with, because their
wow.
families are overseas. And I went,
Okay.
come to my house.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody being alone on Christmas unless they really want to be. Some people do, but like, come share the family meal with us. So we're going to meet some new people.
Do you cook?
Yeah, I do on Christmas Day. I cook. Yeah.
Oh,
I do the whole turkey thing,
there you go. See,
roast.
that's what we do for Thanksgiving.
I know. Well, we have turkey on Christmas Day with all the trimmings. We'll have a starter of smoked salmon, prawns, Mary Rose sauce. We
Ooh,
start the morning with champagne. We have something called a slowgasm, which is champagne and slow gin.
I have to say I haven't heard of that one yet.
It's a cracker. You need to try it.
You'll have to try. So is that all day? So I can imagine how dinner's going to turn out.
Dinner's great. Dinner's about 3, 4 in the afternoon. Everybody's
After the
sloshed.
gin and champagne?
Yeah.
I'm sure it all is.
Yeah. But we have to go for a walk because we've got to walk the dogs. And I
Yeah.
insist on saying Happy Christmas to literally everybody we meet.
Where do you go walking, by the way? Because your house isn't in a field, is it?
Yeah,
Well,
no, but
a
down at
field.
the bottom is a place called the Hermitage. I've just written a Substack about that actually.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be out next week. So there's a woods down with a stream through it down at the bottom of where we live, and up from where I live is a big hill. So I either go up the hill or down to the woods.
Is it freezing? Because it always is cold over there.
Well, today it is a balmy 11 degrees
No.
Celsius today. That's warm for December. Okay, that's boiling for December. I'm walking the dogs going, I need to take my coat off.
Oh my gosh. I went running this morning at that time, and I had a hat on, 2 sweatshirts, and it was 30 degrees.
What's that in old money or new money?
No, it's close to I think it is close to the 11.
Maybe yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I was bundled off. It wasn't take the coat off, I'm warm. Nope.
Right, okay.
Not
All
even
right.
running. So all of you go out for a walk
On Christmas Day. Yeah. Yeah, I make them. Even though they're grown-up kids, it's like, no, we're going for a walk. We need some fresh air.
Like, you need the fresh air, Mom.
Make them
Leave
go.
this alone. So do you guys buy a lot for Christmas, by the way?
No, we don't. We're not a big, yeah, I don't.
I didn't know if that was a big thing over there or not.
Lots of people spend thousands. We don't. We just like, look, we get, the usual pajamas, socks, 1 or 2 kind of nice things that they want. This year, Ruby turned 17 just before Christmas Day, 2 days before Christmas Day. So she's getting driving lessons. And in the new year, we will get her a car because we got Lottie a car when she was 17.
Nice. Oh, she's
So,
gonna be thrilled.
yeah, I mean, she's literally getting, I don't know, a Toblerone, and that's it, because she'll be getting a car in the new year at some point.
Yeah, I think she'll have to live with it. I think she'll be okay.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. Yeah, but we don't do all that whole, oh, get a computer and a bike and a this and a no. I don't believe in any of that. No.
Yeah. No, I think my kids have been pretty blessed.
Yeah.
So there's really, you've got stuff during the year, and if you needed a computer for school, you had it. So, we find it is, a few little nice things, and you're good enough.
Yeah.
You're in your late 20s. You're okay.
Yeah.
You'll live, I promise. They still live that, charm life, and the youngest is always going, man, this adulting is tough.
I love that when they say that.
The adulting is tough. You still live at home, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Wait till you start.
You don't pay any bills, right?
I was going to say, wait till you start paying tax. Wait till we have something called council tax here. Wait, you pay to the local council. Wait till you start having to do that. Yeah. Yeah. I know.
I was actually just talking to somebody about the taxes. I can't figure out really if we're more or you're more, because now we have a ton of taxes on us, plus we have to pay for our medical insurance.
You do.
Yeah, so I don't know who comes out.
I think it's about the same, Tammy.
Yeah, I think it is
Yeah.
too. The more I talk to people, I don't think there's not too much,
No.
there's not too much of a difference. It's just done in a different way.
Yeah, with your medical insurances, it's about the same.
Astronomical.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just give our money to the government who misspend it most of the time. So
Again, so we're not too different. We're not
no,
too
we're pretty
different.
much the same.
Not at all.
Yeah, yeah, we are. Okay, cool. Well, I love chatting to you, Tammy. You know, we can chat all day.
I think we're done. Is that what you're trying to say?
I think we're done, and we're ladies who
Well,
get
thanks,
shit
Rebecca.
done. So
This is
thank
the only
you.
time we actually get to talk freely, but
I
okay.
know. Because I'm such a tyrant to work with.
We're always talking business.
We are
Oh my
always
God, we're
talking
both on the
business.
same, we're on the same wavelength. If we don't hear from each other, it's okay. We'll touch base.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true.
So that helps.
Yeah, it does. I'll see you on Thursday for the Christmas quiz.
All right, Rebecca.
Thank you,
Have a
my
great
lovely.
day. Always great chatting. Thank you for everything.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. We hope you got true value out of it. And if you did, what would be lovely is if you could leave us a 5-star rating. Why 5-star? Well, that helps the algorithm. And as we all know, the algorithms rule the world. So if you've enjoyed it and you've got value out of it, give us a 5-star rating so other people can enjoy it too. Thanks. See you next time.